Thanks for reminding me. You be forgetting when I be beating you, so yeah, thank you.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And his throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea
Why
of
you on switch play up?
to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Throwing deep for Galladay.
Right.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Two drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on the punt. Back deep, Jarvis Landry.
Right, what's the person? Huh?
Now Landry. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
She texted me back. She say, yeah, your girl had a little controversy. I'll get somebody back. Like, it's all good. You gotta go to the store. I said it's all good. Yeah. But I will try to grow her hair and leave my hair because, you know, I'm never late for work. You like, nah, let her finish. I was already late when she did that, but.
Right at the 50-yard line. Drop it off with Saquon Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah. I could have got her around the corner right after and got the lady up.
Looking to throw. Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession.
3-2, let's go.
I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it.
That's an ugly score before the half, though. 3-2. All right. Get whatever you got to get while y'all got it.
He'll lose a yard there. And
you ain't got to get no mayonnaise on that? How you say something about you couldn't find it? Come on. Come on, man.
Enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Throwing on third down, Hill. And a throw going to be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it.
Told you, man. 3-2 and a half.
That was never in doubt. And they will jump out in front here with a very unusual scoreline of 3-2. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game.
Oh, yeah.
They hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags.
Thank you.
I believe this is going to be a first down. So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
Disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack. The officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
Offside, bro. No.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. On 2nd down and 4. Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyler Nephew. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. To try again after the sack. Hill. This is Smith with a grab. And they have a 1st down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now. To throw is Hill. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Back to throw. Hill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by Lutz is good. And 2 field goals now mean they take a rare 6-2 lead. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Barkley, inside handoff. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Second down and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This one from 46 yards out. Gano's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
How the play been better than that, man?
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Pulls it in at the 13. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
I ain't worried about that.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
To about the 48-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to bomb that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From just shy of midfield.
I just did. It's
He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they're going to take him down, but not before they work this to the 45. Again to Barkley out of the gun. And he is going to stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Jones to Barkley on the check down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Jones now throwing on 4th down. Got a man, that's Richie James. Down inside the 10. Touchdown.
Good game. Good game. It's over. It's over.
And the Giants have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him.
I already won some games today.
He probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle.
That's Kojak.
I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rap, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that.
You only played 2 games.
Contract time.
And he's going to go down right at the line of
He lied.
The defense left him with nowhere to go.
He beat me in overtime, 16-13. I played his golf while I was twice to beat him.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Oh, I played this.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They go play fake, and it's Hill. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Hill. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas. 27 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
On the sideline, difference of the feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team moves it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. Just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now, the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled to win it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's taken down. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll run with Barkley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
There's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Back to throw. Jones can't get away, and he's taken down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley, and he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
It's over.
back to Barkley. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range.
What you forget, bro? What you forget? Oh.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. A carry here for the big tight end. And he'll be touched down here before he does pick up the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's the guy that has some hard times to drop his shoulder, get free, or get through contact, or try to shoulder. It's a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Jones. And this is going to be caught, but they'll
they cheated.
So it's incomplete.
I caught that. And bound.
So I think both sides are going to save every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone's going to be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So out of the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. This for the lead in the final stages. Gano's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have...
Good guy, man. Good guy.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there. Gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Well, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now Hill. And this pass.
Go!
And the contact right there.
Good guy, man. Tough, man.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with the offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Desperation time on 4th for Hill. He's got Smith here. And now this is going to depend on the spot.
Yeah.
He's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
First win of the year.
The Giants are going to take over in great field position. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's
First
stopped
right of the
immediately
year.
there. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. First down marker at the 31.
Yeah.
It's 3rd down. Now Saquon Barkley, and he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up the 4th down.
It was a pretty entertaining ball game, Charles. Had the lead changes going on in the second half, but I think for the losing side, not able to put any points on the board in the 4th quarter. That ultimately was what really stung them.
And you know what puzzled them during the game? It's going to puzzle them even more when they go back, watch tape, and try and figure it all out. Did they not make the proper adjustments, or were they just outplayed? They'll have to figure that out and get ready for their next one.
When I come through the pain, never been about the money or the fame, but when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field